Well, it's the first day of LCS Summer Split with coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm joined right now by 100Thieves' new mid laner, Nuke Duck, after his premiere match where you guys almost perfected FlyQuest. I think they got Herald at the end. But what was it like for you to join this new team?
To join the new team, had very big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
And,
really big shoes to fill.
Do you ever, isn't it strange whenever somebody says they're going to leave and then they're not going to be around anymore and then they just keep lingering around work?
Yeah, it's a roller coaster of emotions, You get over it and then they come back and
Yes, exactly.
I wasn't going to come, but when I heard Nuke Duck is playing, I had to come.
You even wore the 100. I thought you'd be incognito, but instead you wore the 100 Thieves outfit.
I'm here in support. I'm here in support of my boys.
How do you think he did? Do you think he's better than the old mid laner?
I think with the old mid laner, maybe they would have won a couple minutes faster, but it was pretty good. It was a good performance overall. Yeah.
All right, get out of here. I'm doing an interview. Goodbye. Okay. When did you realize you were going to have to play?
One of the later days in Korea, but it was also back and forth because the whole walkout thing happened. So the initial plan was for me to play week 1, but the original week 1, and then visas got how those that happened with those. So I knew basically like one of the last days in Korea.
Were you already in form whenever you realized you were going to have to play, or did you have to do a bunch over the last couple of weeks to make sure that you were good enough to play on the LCS stage?
I was not in form. Okay. So to be honest, I'm not really informed that well because I just when in Korea I was coaching, so that obviously takes a lot of time. I wasn't scrimming, and then it's also limited how much energy you have for solo queue after that. And I also kind of didn't want to I still wanted to get some fresh air and work out and stuff, just not go completely all in. So I was pretty rusty, and when I came here, I mostly played the scrims the last 3 weeks, and then that mostly been it, just maybe one solo queue a day or something. It looked good, but the team was winning. I didn't really feel like it was up to my standard of mechanical play, but it was it was alright.
Were you surprised you guys were able to beat FlyQuest so dominantly with you subbing into the mid lane?
Yeah, I was. I mean, FlyQuest is a strong team, regardless of who is playing mid even. So, I thought this would be a tough opponent, but the team just did well. But at the same time, I don't look at myself as a liability for the team. It's a little bit of an ego thing, of course, but, I expect more from myself, to be honest, than what I did today. So, I'm not planning to, weigh the team down.
Well, why do you think you guys were able to stomp so hard?
I think, bottom lane just won hard, and, that makes everything easy, right? Because bottom lane is, OP. Free could consider nerfing it. But, and then I feel like everyone on the team played well, and we found, we realized what we have to do. They didn't manage to do any plays. And I don't know, it was just easy.
All right, other than that, what do you think this 100 Thieves' potential is going into the rest of the split? Because you guys have to play a ton of games over the course of 6 weeks, right? It's a very condensed schedule. So what do you think the team can do in that short time?
So we're going to have to hit the ground running with Quid, obviously, in week 2. He's here today at the studio. He just landed. So I'm not sure if he'll be able to play the rest of the week or not, but it depends on some rules. But he's a very good player, so I think he'll slot in fine. He's also the kind of player that can adapt to any situation, and more of he's just very good at the game in the moment. He doesn't need a lot of setup and a lot of things. The team doesn't have to play in his way for him to perform. So I think it's just gonna be good, I think it'll just click right off the bat.
Very good. Well, anything you want to say to any of the fans out there?
Just watch tomorrow, and thanks for cheering for us today. That's it.
Thank you so much for the interview. Congratulations on your premiere game for 100T as the mid laner. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things LCS right here on my YouTube channel. Meet Drew, my video producer. When I'm busy going from interview to interview, I need to make sure Drew can keep up with my content output. That's why Drew is so happy that he gets to use my new Alienware M18 to edit all of our videos.
With the M18's NVIDIA GeForce RTX 40 series GPU and expansive QHD Plus 18-inch display, I can export videos in a flash.
Plus, we have the ability to upgrade up to 9 terabytes of storage space, so we're not going to run out of space anytime soon. Thanks so much to Alienware for sponsoring this video, and be sure to check out the description to pick up your own M18.